Continuing with our chapter, directing and topic motivation. Today, to motivate people, to motivate employees, what organization does is they provide them with two types of incentives. As I told you, they are monetary incentives and non-monetary incentives. Now, what are incentives? Incentives are incentives are any measures. Incentives are anything which is to improve the performance of someone. Whatever is done, whatever is given, whatever is provided to improve the performance of anyone or employees in this case will be termed as incentive. Incentives are of two types. Keep noting, keep using your pen, pencil, marker. You are on record online, and every activity, every movement is being recorded. Harsman and Deepti, come online, otherwise you will be removed.
Yes, sir. Coming.
Incentive. Monetary incentives are those can be measured in terms of money. And you know, money is not everything, but money is something. If it is not everything, it is something which affects the behavior of person, which has a great impact on on his willingness to work, right? Sometimes it induces in people a desire to work more so as to get more money. So money has a lot of power. So in monetary incentives or financial uh, incentives, we will study about those things which are given by the organization to its employee in terms of money. And you very much familiar with it. These incentives are salary, wages, pay and allowances, bonus, profit sharing, co-partnership or in the profit, or retirement benefits and perquisites. I will explain you all these in detail, but before that, some of the students have still not shown me the notebooks. Please regularly get your notebooks checked also. Types of financial incentives. Number one, pay and allowance. Number one is, if what I am giving you is not in your book, please note down. If any incentive is left, then you can raise your hand and ask about that particular incentive. Right now we have 24 students in our class. 24 students in our class, and all are very attentive, as I can see. Very good. Keep it up. First one is pay and allowances. Pay and allowances means salary. And with salary, a person should also be sure of getting increment in the salary. Right? Every year, there should be some increment in his salary. So he is always in salary. Do you know what are the things in salary? It is basic pay. It is dearness allowance. It is, you say, other allowances are also added to it. DA, dearness allowance. HRA, house rent allowance. TA, traveling allowance. All these allowances are added in the salary. And in the salary, if the salary is good, if the salary is, according to the ability of the person, he or she as an employee feels very good, and they are dedicated to do their work in a more sincere way. So salary and allowances, you can say pay and allowances, are very, very important financial incentive. Number two, productivity linked wage incentive. Productivity linked wage incentive. Productivity linked wage incentive means that if an employee does more work which gives more output, then he is paid over and above his salary. Then he is paid over and above his salary. That is to say that he gets more than his salary. Productivity linked. Productivity linked. Archie, in principles of management, also there is one principle which is very much linked to this type of incentive. Anybody remembers? Anybody? Productivity based or productivity linked? No one? Priya?
Sir, organizing.
No, beta. It's not that. But anyway, you tried. It's not that one, organizing. I am asking about principles of management. There is a principle which is closely related to this particular incentive. Productivity linked wage incentive. You are getting, no? There are targets given to different employees. If they achieve that target, they are given some extra other than their salary. If they
Bonus.
contribute more in the production of the company, then they are given extra. This is called productivity based. Suppose every person has to prepare 100 units per day. Then company says if you prepare 10 units more, you will be given 10 rupees per piece extra. If you prepare more, then you get more. That is called productivity based or productivity linked. The principle is differential piece wage system. In principle of management, that principle is differential piece wage system. In that differential piece wage system, different allowance or different salary is provided to different people who work accordingly. More, those who work more, they are given more wages or more allowances. Number third is bonus. Number third is bonus. Abhi somebody told bonus. Bonus is anything which is above your salary, which is offered over and above your salary or main remuneration. So anything which you get above and over your salary or remuneration is bonus. So sometimes bonus is provided mainly at the time of festivals, etc. Festivals or a new year, right? Employees feel happy to get the bonus. This is above, over and above their salary. So they are very delighted and they welcome this, and that makes them more contented. Number four, co-partnership. Co-partnership or stock option plan. It is also known as profit sharing. Sometimes employees are given an option to buy the shares of the company. When they buy the shares of the company, co-partnership or stock option plan or share in the total profit of the firm. Some employees, those who are very dedicated, those who are very hardworking, sincere, they are always welcome in the profit sharing of the firm also. They are invited to take the shares of the company, and become the co-partner or co-owner. So they feel very delighted in it that from an employee, now I am getting a chance to get elevation up to a owner or partner of the firm. So they get more, they get more in the form of money. All these incentives are expressed in terms of money, or they can be measured in terms of money. Money is very important in all these things. These incentives are directly related to money, or they are actually in form of money only. Number next is retirement benefits. After the retirement, organizations offer gratuity funds, gratuity benefits, right? Pensions, medical facilities. All these help a person financially after his job is over, after he has retired. So if a firm gives all these things after job or after retirement benefits to a individual, he is highly motivated to do the work in the firm as long as he is there. Bilal, control yourself. Anybody who is making unnecessary movements, please control yourself and be on the screen all the time. Immediately I will remove you from the class if you are off screen. Later on, don't tell me it was net problem or this problem or that problem. Don't think yourself to be very smart. Every Tom, Dick and Harry is smarter than you. Next one is perquisites. Perquisites. Perquisites are very important. Perquisites are any benefits in any form, benefits in form of money, in form of service, in form of status, which you enjoy due to your job position. They are called perquisites. How you will understand perquisites? Perquisites means, suppose you are a manager in a particular firm. Because you are manager in the firm, because of your job position, your rank in the firm, you will get some of the benefits as a manager which an accountant will not get, because he is in a very lower rank than you. You may get a car by the company, a driver by the company. You may get some medical facilities by the company, right? You may get a different cabin for you in the office, in the organization. All these benefits you get because of your position, because of your what you call that, job status. Maintain that particular status, you get all these things from the company other than your salary, and they are known as they are known as perquisites. So these are some of the financial incentives which are provided by the organization to motivate employees to do work. Tenani, why is your camera shaking? Be at one place, proper place. Next, non-financial incentives. As in the beginning I said, money is not everything. It is something other than money also we as employees, we as human being need many other things in society to live happily, content and satisfied. Not only money, money can not provide you everything. Other than that, there are different things which are required for a smooth going life, for a happy and contented life. So other than these monetary benefits, company also provides some other non-financial incentives. Non-financial incentives. In those non-financial incentives, the very first is status. Status refers to ranking order of job or position, your position in the organization. Ranking order. Higher your ranking order in the organization, higher is your status. So that status counts a lot. It is the position held by you in the organization. On the basis of this particular rank or this particular position, employees are your subordinates. If you are chief accountant, then there are many people who will be under you, working under you, and you will have that sense of superiority as per the rank, and you will have that in your mind, in the subconscious mind also, that yes, I am chief accountant, I am at this level, they are here and they are here, and I have to reach there. So all these things give a positive impact on the minds of the employees. And in this, they are only getting this particular ranking status, which induces in them a willingness, desire, craving to do better. Number two is organizational climate. Organizational climate. Climate, you understand? Organizational climate or working atmosphere. We are talking about working atmosphere. Working atmosphere. If the working atmosphere or organizational climate is good, then you or employee feel to work there. There should be positivity in the organization. There should be cleanliness. There should be proper hygiene, maintenance, right? And everything should be at proper place. Principle of order should be followed. Discipline should be there, like you read in the second chapter, principles of management. How much autonomy you have, how much freedom you have to work, right? How you are welcomed for your suggestions and all. All these things give the proper atmosphere to work, which is very important for an employee to work in an organization willingly. Number third is career advancement opportunity. Career advancement opportunity. After you are promoted or after you get yourself elevated in that particular hierarchy, in that particular level, from middle level, if you get a chance to go up to the top level, or from the lower level, you get a chance. You know that if I work in this organization for a period of 5 years, I have a chance to improve, to go up. Definitely you will be motivated. This is a non-monetary, because only after you are promoted, you will get the monetary benefits. But till that time, this will inspire you. This career advancement opportunity will inspire you. If you have no career advancement in any organization, you would like to leave it. You would prefer to join some other organization where there are more advancement opportunities. So this career advancement opportunity is must to keep an employee interested in the organization, and reduce the employees turnover. Employees turnover, I explained you day before yesterday. Employees turnover means employees leaving the job frequently, and that situation arises when there is no job security, or when there is no career advancement opportunity, or when there is no proper wages or salary, or when there is no all the monetary incentives which I have told, or all the non-monetary incentives which I am explaining you. If a employee is not satisfied with any one of these, he may leave the organization. So therefore, the career advancement opportunities should be there to keep an employee interested in the organization. Number next is job enrichment. Job enrichment means your job should not be, limited to a particular type or a particular field. Organization should provide you different types of work. Organization should make you better in different aspects related to your work, though, and in persuasion, in a proper line with the organizational goal. It should give you enrichment. It should enrich your life. It should enrich yourself in many ways, right? Higher level of knowledge, new seminars, lectures, and कहते हैं ना career में advanced technologies, acquaintance with advanced technologies, and all these will be then added to your work experience. It counts in your work experience. So when you go for some other job anywhere, you will also tell them about your different fields in which you have some experience or expertise. So job enrichment. Employees recognition is the next one. Employees recognition. Employees recognition means whenever an employee does something good, extraordinary, he should be praised. He should be appreciated. When we say student of the year, when we say most disciplined student during the month, most hardworking, sincere student, when we acknowledge somebody's, everybody as a human wants to be praised, to be appreciated. So when it is done by the organization, the employees feel motivated. And there are different ways on the notice board. Sometimes it is displayed most sincere or hardworking, or somebody who has attained, who has achieved some target, his name is displayed, and different things. He is given a separate cabin for his good work. He is given, say, a bouquet only in front of so many employees or his co-workers or his subordinates. Person feels elated. Person feels so happy that his good work is acknowledged and appreciated by the management. So he tries to do better. He tries to improve himself so that he is more, he becomes more important, more beneficial for the organization. Number next is job security. Job security is very important. It should not be like I told you, employees turnover. If employees turnover is more in an organization, people do not want to work there. People do not want to stay there. They want to change their job because they think they may also be removed anytime. So job security is there, that you do not remove your employees, you do not sack them. You do not sack them every now and then just for petty reasons. There should be some solid, genuine reason of removing an employee. So there should be job security, that if I work with full devotion and dedication, I would retire from here. I would retire from here. I would love to retire from this company. That should be the aim of the employees. So it would come only if there is job security, if there is such atmosphere, if there is such क्या कहते हैं उसे, equity among the employees. Number next is employees participation. Employees should be allowed to participate in the decision making also. Employees should be allowed to give their suggestions, to take initiatives, to give their creative ideas, views, and that would help them because they feel like family members. They feel like we are one family. Management is listening to me, giving importance to my views. Last is employee empowerment. Employee empowerment means giving more powers, more autonomy to the employees so that they can take necessary decisions, necessary steps as and when required. It is very important that they have such powers to take decisions at crucial times, need not depend on somebody, and use their own discretion, own wisdom, own intelligence, own experience, so that the organizational goal can be achieved. So my dear student, this is all for today. Motivation, incentives. These are methods of motivating, or you can say ways. Monetary incentives or non-monetary incentives. We can also call them financial incentives and non-financial incentives. So both are very, very important. Both are complementary to each other, and both have the power to motivate, to induce in an employee the willingness to work. If anybody want to ask anything, you are welcome. You are welcome. We have 5 minutes to go, and you can ask your points, doubts, or some queries.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, what is gratuity?
Gratuity. Gratuity is the amount provided to an employee after retirement or after he leaves the job. But the condition is he must have worked in an organization for a minimum period of 5 years. For a minimum period of 5 years. It is a lump sum amount. Please, all of you, write down the formula for gratuity. Very good question asked by Ria. Gratuity formula. How do we calculate gratuity? If you have worked in an organization for a minimum period of 5 years, after your leaving the job or after the retirement, organization is bound to pay you the gratuity amount. Write the formula: last salary last salary into number of working days, last salary into number of years of service, multiply by 15, divided by 26,
Sir, multiply 15 और divide by 26 क्यों हुआ?
It is a formula, beta. The month is according to the rule for 26 days. There are 4 days, so they call a month of 26 days. For calculation, they take 26 days, and half of month is 15. So that is average 15. ऊपर जो into 15 है, and number of years of service multiplied by last salary. Suppose a person is retiring and his salary is 50,000. and he has worked for 20 years in the organization. So you can imagine how much amount he will get at the time of retirement from the firm. 50,000 multiplied by 20 years, multiplied by 15 and divided by 27. It should come around 7-8 lakhs of rupees. He will get as a gratuity. This is called retirement benefit. Retirement benefit. Other than pension, other than other benefits, PF is also there. Employees Provident Fund, that is also there. But this is also one of the retirement benefits. So we wind up our class today. Today we had maximum 33 students, and those who are still here, please motivate them to be in the classes. Don't skip. Afterwards, it would be for their help. It would help them in their academic. And Hers was also absent for 2 days. Vansika is not regular.
Sir, I was going to Bareilly.
Okay, you should have sent some message. Arslan.
सर बरेली था सर बरेली था
Yes, Arslan. Be regular. Be regular and in class. Don't move unnecessarily. Okay? This is
जी सर
This is not your home or your dining room or a movie.
ओके सर
Yeah, you are a sincere student. Be respectful. So, my dear students, God bless all of you. Take very good care of yourself. Also, today,
Thank you, sir.
keep
Thank you, sir.
your good spirit of joining. Bye bye. See you all.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.